I have been compared to many people as I have looked quite different over the years, and people love to point out the fact that I look like somebody, and it's usually someone that's kind of current in the media or something. Maybe I just have a generic face? I don't know. But today we're going to be sort of ranking and explaining all of my doppelgangers. So for each one, I'm going to be explaining where I think people's heads are at when they're saying I look like this person. Then we're going to be putting them on a tier list based on if I think they look like me, if I think they look better than me, if I think I look better than them. But you know, this is all subjective. Maybe you think I'm chopped. And that leads me to my next slide. Fuck, hello? The life of a doppelganger. I fear this might be my situation with a few of these people, which, you know, maybe is okay because the fact that I'm compared to people that I think are this hot in the first place is an honor. Thank you. If you don't know what a doppelganger is, it's I think kind of self-explanatory, but it is basically a doppelganger, but you know, kind of the uglier version. And I think sometimes I'm the uglier version, sometimes they're the uglier version. It's opinions based. It's opinions based. Okay, but before we start looking at the doppelgangers, let's go ahead and make that tier list. So a little bit of tea about this video is I accidentally recorded the screen of the Google slide instead of the tier list. So we're gonna go ahead and explain the tier list right now. Okay, so first category we have twin, because I mean, like, if we look alike, twin. And then the next tier we have kind of true, because it's like, okay, yeah, I see it, that's kind of true. Wait, you kind of do look like them, but it's not like, oh my god, you look like them. Next we have white twink with curly hair, and this category is kind of like someone just meets me and then they're like, oh my god, you look like this person, just because the first thing they notice about me is my hair. And the last tier we have doppelganger, and I think this category fulfills spot if someone doesn't look like me really at all, or if someone is just saying that for no reason, or someone is saying that and they're just wrong. So, okay, let's continue with the rest of the video. And you know, when I thought of the word doppelganger, I did think of this image, so I had to put it here. So sorry, Cameron Dallas, but you look a bit chopped. Okay, so let's go to our first doppelganger. Joe Locke, loving this image. Maybe this was me in like 2019. I think it was like last year, like beginning of last year, I kind of had this haircut. So actually here's this image with my hair hella short and very dark. So I kind of understand why people said I look like him. However, let's think a little deeper. I don't really think anything else besides the hair looks like him, does it? You know, we're just both white with curly hair. And I think maybe that's where it ends, honestly, because I don't have those thick ass eyebrows. I would love to have some nice thick eyebrows, but it's just not the truth. Oh, also love this screenshot. Okay, so our first one, Joe Locke. I'm gonna say just white twink with curly hair. I don't think, we kind of have a square like chin, like that's the same, but my jaw I don't think really looks like that. Or maybe it does actually. I think the ears are throwing it off. My ears do not look like that, and I don't have thick eyebrows. I think my eyes are more hollow than his, and my hair frankly just doesn't look like that anymore, and I don't think anyone would compare me to him anymore because my hair is not the same. So for that reason, I think it's just white twink with curly hair. Moving on. Next we have Superman. And you know, I am gonna go ahead and be flattered by this one. These two pictures are of David Cornsweat, and I don't know how to say his name. Cornsweat? Either way, it's kind of unfortunate, sorry. But people do not compare me to specifically him. People compared me to just Superman as the character. And I think it's literally just because the curly hair, especially when my hair was shorter. I got this a lot when I was a kid because I would push my hair back and then a curl would fall in front of my face or something. And I think it's literally just that one curl and the fact that my hair is like dark brown, or at least it was back then, because first of all, I'd brush the shit out of it when I was a kid because I didn't really realize it was curly. But then when my dad would make it curly, I thought it was like just some magic thing he did. I didn't know it was actually curly. That's a whole other situation, but he would put like gel in it or something, so it'd kind of make it darker because it'd be like constantly wet looking, I think. Anyways, a curl would fall in front of my head, and that's why people would say it. So let's go ahead and rank it. I want to use this picture. And you know, it's gonna be white twink with curly hair, except for he's not a twink. Maybe this is describing me, like I'm the white twink with curly hair. To be fair, I did have more of a butt chin when I was a kid as well, which Superman is normally depicted with that butt chin. So I kind of did look like him in that regard too. And I think I kind of have like strong looking features to my face. I think maybe just my nose. I got one of them bumpy ass noses. Gorgeous, love it. I don't think it's similar enough to put it in kind of true. So I think it's gonna go ahead and be in white twink with curly hair. Okay, next. Oh, I forgot I put this picture in. This was the explanation picture. I'm just like, okay, girl, I just have curly hair. Like that was the reason. Okay. Next we have Kara by Kara. Someone recently said, "This is my twin" in my Instagram replies or something along the lines of that. And you know what? Maybe it's a little bit true. I think for my current situation, we do have very similar hair. It's kind of this curly light brown. She's taking over a little bit in the forehead department where I'm currently not. I mean, maybe my forehead isn't like small by any means, but I don't know, like it's maybe hers is just a little bit larger. But with this one, I do not see many similarities, and maybe that's just because I don't want to. Okay, so the doppelganger category, like I know I made it, but like are we gonna use it as in like they're the doppelganger or I'm the doppelganger? Or is that just up for interpretation? I think since it's at the bottom, that should just mean that like you're playing in my face and it's not true. Okay. So unfortunately, I don't know where this image came from, but I guess it's gonna go there. I think some of the similarities are chopped chin, curly hair, and maybe like hollow eyes a little bit. Hers are a little bit more hollow than mine because I just have like a big brow bone, but I think they're pretty spacious. We do both have a prominent chin, although I think she might beat me in that category just a little bit. And we do both have curly hair. But I don't think all these factors add up enough for it to be the truth. I don't think we look really similar at all. Timothy Chalamet, we have next. I know what you're fucking thinking. You don't look anything like him. And I don't think I look like him either. I think I've been told this like maybe like 3 or 4 times. And I think most of the reasons were because of my body. And one of the other reasons was because I think my boyfriend just wishes I looked like him. And that's why he says I look like him. Anyways, this is the explanation. Delusion because my boyfriend thinks he's hot. Curly hair, twink. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put him in the white twink with curly hair. Okay. It seems to be that that's like a major theme here is everybody just keeps comparing me to white twinks with curly hair. And I think I'm never gonna be able to not have that comparison because why is straight hair the default? Next we have Ethel Kane, and this is one of my favorite comparisons because I think she's so hot. So like, thank you. When the child is T but the finance gaxis, I'm dead as a child. I have actually added that to my vocabulary for daily purposes. I think people compare me to her specifically when I had this one brown wig on. I don't think I actually look like her really at all. I did dress up as her for Halloween and I tried to get some pictures, but I just felt like I looked way too much like myself to even say that I was dressing up as her. Like I just didn't do it justice enough. I think our faces are just too different. Like her nose is way too small for me to try and pull that off. Like I just can't. And her lips are smaller too, which I probably could do that, but I just suck at makeup. So I think we do have similar eyes. They're kind of a little bit downturned and a little bit hollow. But besides that, I really don't see anything else. So I think this might just be me when I wear a straight brown wig. This is an anomaly, honestly, to the list we have set up here. I know this category is getting a little bloated, but I think it's just white twink. Next, we have the hottest bitch I've ever seen in my life. I think I might be the doppelganger in comparison. So yeah, maybe I'm biased because I do kind of think I look like him. Anyways, I don't know. Like, can we just sit here and talk about him because I just think he's really hot. But also I think that's a little bit conceited because I do think out of everyone I look like him the most, but maybe that's just because I think he's hot. I think maybe if I had some dental work, I could look like that. I know he does have fucked up teeth, but I think mine are a little bit more fucked up. And by fucked up, I mean he doesn't have like fucking Hollywood teeth. Like there's a little bit of crookedness at the bottom. The top ones are pretty much perfect though. But however, my teeth are fucked up everywhere. So let's talk about all the similarities I think I have with him, and let me know if you disagree and think I'm the doppelganger. Because I do kind of agree with that. I think I might be the doppelganger of him. I think we do have a very similar nose. Mine is bigger, I think, at least like in the bulbousness, like right here and like right here. His is a little thinner. His lips are a little bit thinner than mine, or like the top one is thinner and like a little more shapely. He has more like fat above his eyelid where I don't, and he has thicker eyebrows. But I do think we have a very similar like smile. Like I don't know how to smile without it being natural, but when I naturally smile, I think it looks like that, except for my teeth maybe are a little bit more fucked up. But that's like, just shut up. And I do think we have very similar hair. However, I think mine is like significantly thicker. Right now it doesn't look like it because, believe it or not, it's still wet. I literally just got out the shower and it's still this big, even though it's like partially wet and also really oily, so it's like weighed down. My curly hair is not like the white people curly hair. It comes from my dad's side, and my dad is black, and I think I got a portion of that mixed with white and that's why I got curly hair, not just like a curly hair gene from a white person. And that's why I think my hair is hella thick. And also, I will find straight blonde hairs in my head. Like, I will pull it out and it'll just be straight blonde and hella wispy. And then I'll pull a hair out and it's like super thick and coarse and coily. And it's like literally a 4C curl in my head. And I'm like, what's going on? Can we make up our mind? Anyways, that was just a little tangent. I think I am a little bit gayer. Yeah, I kind of wish I had that like straight appeal that he has, but I just think I am too gay. But also, oh my god, I just see so many similarities between me and him because I also had a YouTube channel when I was like 10 years old and shit, and I sounded just like that, like annoying as fuck. Well, maybe not annoying. Everyone thinks he's adorable doing it, but I think he's cringe, and that's probably because I see myself in that. And I'm just embarrassed, like, why? Bitch, go ahead and try to find my old videos. They're terminated. Maybe I'll disclose in a later date why that channel was terminated, but it was. But yeah, I see a lot of similarities in our behavior as well. I think he's super animated, but I think he's animated in the way where it's like likable. And he's like cute and like charming and sweet about it. And I think I'm a little bit of a cunt and maybe like sassy. I hate that word. Like, literally, teachers would be like, "You're so sassy" all the time. And I'm just like, but maybe the side eye is a part of the sass and it's a part of the problem, and that's the issue in the first place. But I also think we have like pretty much the exact same skin tone. White twink with curly hair. I did just talk about the lips also, but I didn't talk about the lip color. Like, I think we have the same lip color. I think we had the same color palette. Like, we had the same hair, we had the same skin tone, we had the same lip color, we had the same eye color. And I think that's a major contributor to people thinking that you look like somebody, is if every single color is pretty much the same. I think my hair, I was about to say it is a little bit darker, but it's actually literally not. So his eyes are a little bit more bluer though. Mine are like kind of gray. Ah, back up! I know my boyfriend, when we're getting down and dirty, thinks of him instead of me. Like, I can just imagine him, like, when we're getting into it, he just like squints. So he like doesn't see like my my facial features like fully fledged out, and then he can just like fill in the blanks with his face instead. And he's like, yes. Yeah. However, I'm not built like him at all. Hey, Hollywood, if you ever need to cast a younger brother that's a little bit uglier and way less built, I'm right here. Someone call him. Someone call Hollywood. Someone call Hollywood. I'm right here. Like, imagine us just, in a sitcom moment, and I'm just a little brother. I'm right here. Thank you. I also think I look more like Connor Story than I do Ilya Rozanov, but specifically Connor Story without a beard, because I cannot grow a beard or mustache or whatever the fuck facial hair, just no facial hair, because I can't. It literally just doesn't grow. So, like, I think I shaved like 2 weeks ago, and this is all I've got going on.
Back that ass up. Yeah.
And I'm like 21 years old, so I don't really know if it's ever gonna come, but that's okay. I can stay a twink forever. I'm gonna have to either go to that gym or put that wig on, and from the looks of it, like, this could be my future, so I think I'm gonna go to that gym. And I think I'm not gonna put that wig on, and I'm just gonna grow that wig instead, because it's looking gorgeous. Anyways, let's go ahead and rank Connor's Story, okay? I'm gonna say twin. Guys, I genuinely think, like, maybe you think I'm ugly, and you're like, girl, when the ugly bitch calls you twin, that might be me right now. Like, the ugly bitch is calling you twin. I'm sorry, but it's just like to boost my own ego. So can you like take it for a second? The fuck? Like, everyone's calling you hot right now. So like, really, you can just like take it for a second. Like, you can just be like, okay, well, I guess we're twins. Like, you can step down a notch while I step up a notch. Okay. But genuinely, I do think I could look like this if I got swole and ate more. I think this part would fill out. I don't think my nose would get skinnier, but I think it looks similar enough anyways. And I think if I got my teeth fixed, I'm right there with them. Let me know if you think that's wrong. It might be a little bit, but like, okay. I think I'm also going to do some adjusting as well. I think this motherfucker, maybe he can go up one. I think we kind of have a similar head shape, but I think the ears are just kind of throwing it off. Like, the ears are acting a part of the head shape in my head, which makes his head look more triangular than it really actually is. But if you like cover the ears, I think I have like basically the same head shape. He can go to kind of true. The next comparison I got was Gaten Matarazzo. Well, someone just said Dustin. Here was the comment. Love her profile picture, by the way. But you know, I think someone said this because my teeth barely show when I talk. I think my dental issues align with his. Maybe that's why I'm compared to him. And also this picture, undeniably, I'm kind of starting to look like that, like my hair. Like, we literally have the same hair. But I think once again, this might just be white twink. I think we also do have a very similar nose. We kind of have a wide nose, so I think we have that in common. And also just the color scheme as well, like same skin tones, same lip color, same hair color, and kind of same hair shape now. Well, I look more like the younger version of him, but whatever. However, I don't think our eyes are similar at all. I don't think our face shape is similar at all. I think I have more of a square head or like an oval head, and he kind of has like a... I don't know, girl. Okay. Now with Gaten Matarazzo, I think he can go up there. I think he can go to kind of Drew. I think we have some similarities. We have the same nose, we have the same hair, and you know, I don't really have teeth. That's enough for me. Let me know who you think I look most like, or if I don't look like any of these people, or if I kind of look like all of them, or if you think they should be in different tiers, okay? Because maybe I was wrong, maybe I flattered myself a little too much. I don't know, humble me. But this is gonna go ahead and be the finished tier list. In the twin tier, we're gonna have Connor's story. Maybe it's just because I want to be his twin, not necessarily that I am, and I'm being selfish. But, let me have my moment, okay? In the kind of true tier, like, yeah, kinda. We're gonna have Joe Locke. All right, and then right next to him, we're gonna have Gaten Matarazzo. And for both of these, you know, I think what's doing it for me with both of these is I think if they were morphed together, maybe it could kind of look like me, but only in like the perfect circumstances would it look like me. The next category we have white twink and or curly hair, and that's gonna be Superman. Why are people comparing me to him? Like, it's just really not true at all. Anything other than the fact that he has a single curl. So apparently now anybody else that has curls looks like him. Okay, lazy. Okay, lazy. Lazy ass comparison. Next we have Timothy Chalamet. Same fucking thing. Lazy ass comparison, bitch. I don't look like that. I don't even look like that. Like, he's hot. Like, I would like to look like that, but I just don't, so stop lying. And the next is Ethel Kane in that tier as well. And I think, I mean, yes, it's just not, like, really true. It's just, I think me and her color scheme is the same. And I think she honestly looks more like me than the other two. And it's purely because of that color scheme. And then in Doppelganger, we're gonna have Cara by Cara. And I love her. But I'm just gonna have to say, like, it's just really not anything but the curly hair. And that color scheme, once again, is just, like, the same, but I don't think really anything else is. I think maybe I just ranked these people by how attractive I think they are, and then I just pretend the more attractive ones look like me. But also that's not true, because I don't think the kind of true category is attractive. No shade. So actually just pretend I didn't say that ever. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if I'm chopped in the comments, and maybe subscribe, because I mean, I'm kind of funny sometimes, and maybe you'd like to see me again. I'd like to see you. Okay, thank you. Okay, bye.